Stadium, home of the TCU Horned Frogs. This game could have a huge impact on the trajectory of both teams' seasons as each are trying to break into the top 25. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the North Texas Mean Green, taking on another Big 12 foe, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. North Texas will kick it off to get this game underway. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First down here for the offense. Pulls it, fired, complete. On the move at the 30. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Both these teams have had some good moments this year, and they'd love nothing better than to improve their bowl positioning, build a little momentum by getting a win in this one.
You're just trying to punctuate the season, right? How big would it be for one of these two programs to finish the year as a ranked team? It would help them so much in the offseason with recruiting and really help their confidence looking ahead to next year, David.
And confidence and momentum and just learning how to win. A part of that is a part of the process of being great in the future. And this team, learning how to win, finding ways to get it done, it's only going to build momentum, and hopefully you can carry that over to next season.
The Mean Green offense takes over, and they'll go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking downfield, it's Wade. They're setting up the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. After that last completion, it's second down. From the gun, running back on the move. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They'll line up for a second down play. Holds and fires complete to the right. Knocked down for the tackle.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Quick strike complete. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. North Texas has it going to work with another first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll run the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. Quick toss. Oh, what a move. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it, offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that keeper is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
He finds his man. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on fourth down. And it's incomplete and the defense holds.
And sometimes the best defense is a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those.
And down he goes back at the 3.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
The give to the back. Very useful run there to get away from the goal line. He'll pick up 4 out to the 6. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
The Horned Frogs send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 up. He lost one down the sideline. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Wade. Got it set up on the outside. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, 1st down. Hand off from the shotgun. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Went to the running game on first down, now second down. He's looking to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He's got it. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Quickly complete. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Third and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold it. Offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Coming after it. Trying to get rid of it. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. The Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. Running it back, it's Vasquez. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. First down for this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're trying to get to him. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Offense gets set for second down. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide out in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Hold it. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The offense set for a first down play. They go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
And he's wrestled to the ground. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
North Texas really has it going on offense. They'll throw it on first down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Let's see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. Second and 10 from the 48. He'll do it himself. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Get it out on the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty. Fast motion from the offense. Using his feet. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
And the ball's loose. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense lining up for a first down play. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some...
Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, TCU! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. USF fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Miami. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That'll move the chains. It'll be a first down from North Texas. They'll run this play from the pistol. Trying to find his man on first down. Looking to scramble. Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete along the sidelines. It's a catch inbounds, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to throw deep right side. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Yeah, that was a good play on the ball, getting his hand up and getting the tip, getting the deflection. Ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground, incomplete pass.
Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Looking to throw it again. Floating away. He's going to take off. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. To the air. It's Wade. Release to the back. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Complete downfield. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. North Texas in the hurry-up. From the gun, the ground game. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. He wants to throw. Got enough space. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Mean Green.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And he makes the extra point. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, the receiver getting a little ahead of himself on that one. You saw him calling for the ball. He thought he was wide open. He thought that was going to be an easy catch. The ball finally gets to him, and he drops it. If you're going to call for the ball like that and call your shot, you've got to secure the catch.
The offense will quickly use a timeout. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Nice move to pick up yardage. They'll immediately call timeout. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He'll pull it down. And the runner is down, and so is the flag.
Hold it. Offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Horned Frogs will punt it away on 4th down. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll keep it on the ground here, off right tackle. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Leaves it with the back. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Lofts one high and deep. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air. Offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
Looking for a man. It's Wade. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. You've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far in Fort Worth. And a compelling first half for a variety of reasons. Yes, there's a substantial lead to talk about, but I think it all starts with this defense that has more than made its share of big plays. If things keep trending in this direction, you can bet a ton of those backs and receivers are going to spend a lot of time in ice baths before the end of the day. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Amon G. Carter Stadium.
And the Horned Frogs will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he's knocked down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And here comes the offense on second down. Trying play action. Fires to the middle. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. And that one's incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
He'll bring it back. It's Vasquez. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against him.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect plan just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
And now on second down for this offense. They're trying to seal the edge off right tackle. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. And it's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Their sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
A 3rd and long coming up here. He's looking downfield to throw. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
What if I had told you this quarterback would be sacked at least 5 times in this game and yet still somehow would be winning? It's not normally how it works. You got to give the offense credit because even though they've suffered some serious negative plays, they've still been able to make some good things happen.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Wants to throw. It's Wade. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. Touch pass on the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys playing with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Makes the pass. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Really tough on an offense. 3rd and long. It's tough to know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that first down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Out of the gun. The running back has it. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They'll throw it to the back on the screen, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. North Texas will have to punt it away. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They've had to punt the last couple of times they've had it, David, now trying to put something together.
Well, Reese, you know how much I love punters and kickers. Like, you don't want to see them very often. Those are not guys that we want to see on the field. We want to do something else and be a little bit more productive offensively here.
I think, David, on this drive, the quarterback's just got to settle down a little bit. These last few drives, looks like he's seeing ghosts. We've seen him force the football. He's missed a couple of throws. He needs to just take a deep breath.
Open runway ahead. He's at the 20. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Finds his big tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come through this time? It's 3rd and goal.
Encroachment, defense.
The penalty on the defense, but they don't really give up much ground. There's not much to lose this close to the end zone. And this offense gets a little bit of help from the defense, and they are this close to getting it into the end zone. 3rd and goal. Trying to pound it in. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Just drives it between the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Michigan is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Ann Arbor for a long time. They're up by 15 over Ball State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. This guy can throw it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Wade. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
That's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Zings it complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The back goes in motion. That pass is incomplete.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
He'll keep it himself. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a 1st down.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on 2nd down. They'll try the right side. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. North Texas will have to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Gets it to the back. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They've got the screen set up. And he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Horned Frogs will line it up on 1st and 10. The RPO, it's complete.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. They're bringing heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
And the Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Wade. Throws to the wideout. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, I make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. North Texas will have to punt it away. And just a spectacular punt. It'll go out of bounds inside the 5-yard line and really put this offense in a hole. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. At the 15, he's loose. And he's running in the open. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. That's the thing about this offense. You think you've got him backed up, and then you don't. 1st and 10 from inside the 50. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Got his man quickly. Nice move, creates some space. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. New set of downs after that completion. Off the play fake on 1st down. Looking for a deep man. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, the offense is in that fringe area. This is a place where a lot of coordinators like to take shots. They tried one there, just weren't able to come up with it.
Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out of the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Just outside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Gives it to the back on the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Horned Frogs are threatening in the red zone. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Quarterback now breaking the field. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The give to the lone running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the 1st down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
Leaves it with the back. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Field goal is good.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback,
he tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 35. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Back to pass, it's Wade. He'll take another shot here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. It's caught. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The snap sets up the throw. Going for 6. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
well, the offense still has a lot of work cut out for him here. Not only do you need to score a touchdown on this final play, but you're going to need the 2-point conversion to send this game into overtime.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Pressure coming. Oh, and they get to him. Had a chance for an all-time finish, but the defense put a stop to it, and that's the final play of the game. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to